Crystal, the founder of the Garden Show, and we have a very, very special guest tonight. I am super duper excited. We have Miss Rosemary Valentine. She's going to talk about, we are going to chat about her CD called Passages. Oh my God, you all have to order this CD. Seriously, you all have to get this CD. Let me show you all. It's really cool. Because you know what? I got mine. So, first of all, as you all know, I am going to light my stage. If the light will work. How you all doing tonight? Let's see some comments. Say hello. I am going to bring Miss Rosemary on once I light my stage. They're the negative energies. And of course, you all know I'm going to hit the bowl. All right, you all. Get ready. Here is Miss Rosemary, our special guest tonight. Hey, hey, how are
Hi,
you? How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you, Miss Cristal, for having me on your show. I appreciate it.
Oh, you are most welcome. Let's put you here because you are the show, okay?
Okay.
I was telling the audience that I have my CD. I love it. You all have to purchase the CD. Definitely, Miss Rosemary definitely put her time and her love and energy in that one, in that CD, and you all
Yeah.
just purchase and let us know. Let Miss Rosemary know how. Let me know. Let the Garden Show know how the CD was or is, or just purchase it. So yes, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
Good,
good.
good, good.
Thank God, uh, I'm making it through COVID safely, and that's a blessing. And, I'm doing good. How you
You
doing?
look good. You look great.
Thank
You look
you.
great.
How you doing? How you
I'm
doing?
doing good.
Good, good, good.
Excited about this show. I just know that it's going to be epic tonight. We got some things, to chat about. And yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm excited too, and I want to be completely honest, and I don't want to hold anything back. There were some things that I was thinking about holding back, and I said no, because there may be some people out there that need to hear it, and there may be
Yes, I
some
love it.
people that don't understand it, and that's okay too. Maybe one day they will, and that might be this. That's just their journey, and that's okay.
Yes, I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah,
Yes, I love it. That's what I say. Just be yourself. Just be
yeah.
yourself. Come on and just be yourself and let's enjoy. Let's laugh. If we gotta cry together, we're gonna cry together. If we're gonna sing, we're gonna sing. We gonna
Right,
it's okay.
right.
Yeah.
And the more and when people see that you are just being you, or me, I'm just me, and and that's it, and this is what you get, you resonate with people that are on that same level, because
Yes.
I don't like the false stuff. I'm not into that. No,
Same with
no,
me. I understand. How do
no.
you pretend? It's like it's too much energy to pretend.
It is, and when you start pretending, the mask is going to come off. You cannot pretend not to be yourself without your true self coming out. And I say,
Yes.
if you're really good, you might the true you might come out in a year. If you're
Mm-hmm.
still immature and you're pretending, I say you might come out in about 3 months. but
But it's coming out. Oh
But
yeah,
you're
it's
gonna
coming
come
out.
out because you can't. You got to be yourself. It's too much.
Yes.
It's too much inside. You. It's gonna come out. and people are going to see it. People are going to be like, wow, for real, you showed me
Hmm.
one person in the beginning, and this is who you really are. I don't even
Yes,
want to deal with all that. I just want to, this is what you get, and that's it. You can let me know. You can like it or leave it. I'm cool either way.
I love it. I love it. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Appreciate you coming on the show tonight. I am
Yeah.
like, oh my God, when I asked you to come on the show, you just instantly said yes. And I love it. I love your energy. I love it. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, because when I first found out about your show and I started watching it, I was like, wow, this is really right on point. This is right on point on, what I'm about and what I'm trying to do. And I
Yeah.
really liked it a lot when you said, that you was talking about, you had talked to several people and they were like, as they were pursuing their projects, people wouldn't help them or they wouldn't share information. Then what they would
Hmm.
do is that the information that they did share, it wasn't accurate. So they was going east when they should have been going west, and the person that
Hmm.
shared the information was probably sitting back laughing because they gave them the wrong information and all that
Isn't that
stuff.
funny? People got time for that. I
I
just
know that's
do
crazy.
that. That's so funny. People have time for that. They have time for it.
They do, but that's who they are. That's what they do.
Hmm. Yes. And I want to you had touched on you said something about people. I had said something in the show one day about people, me trying to pursue my dreams and stuff
Mhm.
like that, and it wasn't easy. Nothing is not easy.
No,
It's that's not easy. You don't have everyone is not for you.
no,
Everyone's not willing to help. Just say here, yeah, take this information. Everyone is not willing to do that. People are not willing to help out, and that's crazy to me.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. It's almost like they feel like there's not enough success for everybody.
Hmm.
Just tell me, and we'll talk more about that. Some of the things that I went through the same thing when I was doing this CD, and when you did your video, your show on that, it really caught
Hmm.
my eye. I was like, wow, she's telling the truth here.
Yeah, yeah. People, I mean, even people that you close with, people that you're close with will even do the same. Wouldn't support you, and that's fine. You just got to keep on pushing. You
Well,
know.
yeah, and it can be your family too.
Yes,
And
yes.
like you said, and that's fine. But
Hmm.
I have found that sometimes people that I don't even know have just helped me.
Those are the people that's going to help you. I say that all the time. The people like strangers, people you don't
Yes,
be the first ones that will have your back so fast.
yes,
But
yes,
yeah, so that's why I always tell people just keep on pushing because you're
yes,
gonna meet the right people. The
yes.
right for you is for you. That's what if someone needs some help, just help them because what's for you is for you. I'm not
Right.
worried about nobody stepping on my toes or stepping on top of me or nothing. I'm happy for you. You be
Yes.
happy for people, you'll be blessed.
Right. You're right.
That's just simple as that.
And you'll be surprised how some the strangers or whoever or whatever you need, it just showed up. It shows up.
Yes,
That's what
yes.
happened to my CD. I was like, I didn't even ask for it. It just showed up after everything that I had went through. The right producer showed up. And I was like,
Hmm.
wow.
Wow. So how long did I just have to ask? You said that the right producer showed up with all that you've been through. How long did it take for you to produce the CD?
Um, well, actually, there was two parts to the CD. I'll make a long story short. Not two parts to the CD, but my first CD and my first producer and the engineer, we worked on it probably for less than a year. I would say, if
Okay.
I can go back and guess, I would say maybe about 8 or 9 months. But then towards the end of the completion, I was like, uh, we all got together and I was like, well, these lyrics, it sounds like you guys own the lyrics, and I want to own my own lyrics.
Oh, okay. So you run into something like that. Wow.
Yeah, I said, I want my own lyrics. And they said, well, we already finished the CD and it's already in production. So we're just going to go ahead on and give you the royalties and we're going to move on. And I
Hmm.
was like, no. I said, no, I want to own my lyrics. And I walked away from the royalties, and I ended up getting an attorney, and it's still in the attorney's office waiting for it to blow up or whatever it's going to do what it do. And if they do, then we waiting. Then the
Wow.
second, then the
People, oh my
second
God.
CD, then the second CD, I was just like really desiring to get this out, only because people kept asking me when I would
Hmm.
be out performing. They kept asking me, "Do you have a CD? Do you have a CD?" So
Yeah.
I had so much desire in me to get the CD out that I was in church one day, and a guy came up to me, and we was talking, and he was telling me about he was a producer. He had his own studio, engineering studio in his home. And I said,
Mhm.
well, I've been looking for somebody to help me with the CD. And I said, I want to own the lyrics, and you can own your music, and we can make it a joint project. And he agreed. And it took us about a year, but we
Mhm.
finished it.
Yes, I love it. I love the CD. I was going to ask you what inspired you to write, what inspires you to write poetry? Because the
Oh,
passage is poetry.
right. With
Mhm.
music behind it. The whole CD is just my poems and that reflect my experiences with music behind it. But what it inspired me to write poetry was when I was in the third grade, sitting in the classroom. My third grade teacher, I think her name was Miss Coleman. She said, "Class,
Mhm.
I want you guys to write a poem." And I said, "Okay." It came so natural to me. So I wrote my poem, and it goes, "A summer day is bright and gay, and flowers talk in such a way, and what they say, I do not know. A summer day is bright and gay." And I love summer so much
You
that
wrote that in third grade?
I wrote it in the third grade.
Wow, cool.
And I love summer so much that it just flowed out of me like that. So I ended up getting an A, and the
Mhm.
classmates found out that I got an A, and they were like, "Oh wow, you got an A, you got an A. Will you write me a poem? Will you write me a poem?" And
Oh.
everybody was bombarding me. And then my teacher said, "Whatever you do, don't stop writing, because that's where your
Mhm.
talent is."
Wow.
And I just continued to write after that. And then, to make a long story short, um, I continued to write after that, and I had tons and tons of material that I had written all the way up until about my early 20s. And
Mhm.
so I dated this guy, and we were living together, and he got mad because he didn't want me to go nowhere, so he took the spark plugs out of my car and all this, and then I left anyway. And then he took my desk that had all my poems in it, and
Mhm. Wow.
I cried like a baby because I couldn't. He wouldn't tell me what he did, and then he disappeared, and it was a long story. And then
Mhm.
I checked with one of his friends, and I said, Where do you think he did with my? I don't care about anything else. What do you think he
Mhm.
did with my poems and the desk?" And she said, "Well, he took and threw everything that was in the desk in the dumpster, and he sold
Mhm.
the desk." And it hurt me so bad, and I cried for days. I said, "Okay, it's all. I'm not going." I said, "Wherever that space that poem came from the universe,
Mhm.
God, or whatever, I'll
Yes.
write some greater poems." And thank God I could remember the first poem that I wrote in the third grade. And
Mhm.
then I started writing. Sometimes I would write, sometimes I don't. Some people call it writer's block, but I don't call it that. But that's another story for another video. Then I
Mhm.
got inspired again in 2004. I was going through some stuff on my job in 2004, between 2004 and 2007. And so I started writing again as therapy for myself, to
Mhm.
release all of this madness that was going on my job. I'm like, I'm caught between hell and a hard rock. So I started writing, and then what poets do is they write and then they share. And then people started saying, "Wow, wow, you wrote that." And then sometimes I would look back and say, "Wow, I wrote that." Then people started wanting to buy my poems. They would like, "You can have the rights, just let me have a copy of it." So I sold just a page of one poem for anywhere from $20 to $60. And I didn't ask for it.
Wow.
They just said, "Here, let me give you this. I just want to have a copy of it." So Then they started asking for a CD. Where's the CD? We want it on CD, and that's how it all snowballed. So the
Wow,
next thing
talent.
next thing I know, we did a CD and we sold a lot, and and I'm grateful for all of that, the whole entire journey.
Yes, 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 yes.
Hmm.
Yes, indeed. So what kind of music do you listen to?
Oh, it's changed over the years. I'm older, so I like to go back and listen to Luther Vandross and
I love Luther.
yeah, uh,
Yes.
Barry White and
Oh yeah.
the Jackson Five and
Mm-hmm.
Sade. I listen to a lot of old school music because it takes me back. And
Yes.
but I still try to stay on top of some of the music that they got out now.
Mhm.
The only thing is, I can't. Sometimes I listen to music and it's more music than words, and I want to hear the lyrics because I like
Yeah, you can't understand what
lyrics.
they're saying.
Yeah, and I'm like, you could be telling me to jump off the bridge with all this beautiful music behind it. I don't know what you're putting into my subconscious. So I try to stay on top of it enough just to be
Mhm.
aware, but I mainly listen to old school.
Yes. Clean up music, sit there and just groove. Groove.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. I'm with you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So yes, you are. Uh-oh, we have someone saying, where did it go? Someone said, "Hey y'all, hey, how
Hey,
you doing?"
hey.
Someone said, "Amen."
Oh,
Okay.
okay, yeah. Amen is right. What a blessing and
Someone
what a
else
struggle,
said,
but it's all good.
"Oh man, I love this so bad. I love this so bad. The same exact thing was how I started my poetry as well. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So they resonate with you. I don't
Yeah.
sorry we
And see
can't see y'all name,
what poet go
but
ahead, Miss Christyle.
oh,
But
go
see,
ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just want to tell them that.
what poets
Thanks.
tend to do is they write, for themselves as therapy and they
Hmm.
share, but they never think about, I won't say never, but, the thought really doesn't come to them or comes to them at a later time when they think about, okay, maybe I should copyright this or maybe
Hmm.
put it in a CD or just figure out how I can stream it so people can listen to the poems and be inspired. So yeah, yeah,
You know what? I have to say this. That was okay. All those comments was Keisha. Keisha was on a show last week before last. Keisha was on, and that's funny how you all connected because you had bought some glasses from Keisha,
yeah.
and Keisha have poetry also. That's so funny how everything just comes together.
Oh yeah, Keisha Campbell. Yeah.
Yes, you have to come back on the show. Bring us some New Year stuff, girl. So yes. I don't know why your name not popping up either. That's crazy. It's the computer it does what it want now.
Right.
So, and then her picture was supposed to pop up too, but I guess we'll check into that. But yeah, Keisha, we know that's you, girl. Okay, she said she ready to come. Okay, yes, bring us some of that heat for the new year. So yeah, we and also I would like to ask you about black flavor.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Would you mind, talking, letting the audience know what black flavor is?
Yeah. I'll talk about it. Black Flavor is an attempt to try to connect customers with black businesses. Um,
Wonderful. I love it.
my focus at first was just black restaurants because I'm like, what inspired me to even do Black Flavor was the murder of George Floyd, and it took so much out of me. I had nights that I was like having difficulty sleeping and waking up, and I had reached a point. I just said, I'm just gonna keep my money in my pocket. I'm just,
Mhm.
and then
Tired.
I said, then I felt like I got to do something. And I didn't know what to do. I don't belong to an organization, and I just said I got to do something. So I don't know if I was cooking that day or had supported a black restaurant that day, and I just said, I'm black and I like my food to have flavor, so I'm just going to do black flavor, and
I
that's how
love it.
black
I
flavor came
love it.
about.
Oh my God. So that's how you came up with the name. I'm
That's
black
how I came
and I love
with
my
the
food
name. I was
flavor.
like, I'm black. I like flavor. There's a
I
lot of
love
black
it.
people that like flavor. We just flavor people on many
Yes, we
levels.
are.
On many levels. And
Yes, yes.
so then that's when I started doing videos and started connecting people to different black owned restaurants. And then I would go to these restaurants, buy their food, but I also wanted to meet the owners. And people were asking me when, I want a list. And so I went, and I'm still compiling my list. And then I'm like, okay, I went on and Googled it, and I'm like, they had so many black businesses. I'm like, how am I going to find something in my zip code? So what I've done with my list is I've verified whether these companies are black owned, and I write in what their specialties is, and I share my opinion through my
Mhm.
videos with the food, and then I put in zip codes. So let's say you don't want to travel across town, but you just want to look, you can look at my list and say, let me see what's in my zip code. And you can just, uh, travel and support black businesses in your zip code. But that was what inspired me. And I just still feel some kind of way about it,
Mhm. Oh
That's not
yeah.
to
Oh yeah.
say that I don't support other businesses. I do, but if I can support a black business, I will. And I think black businesses, because of systemic structure in our country, we get the short end of the stick because we don't
Mhm.
always have the capitalism, and people lost their homes. It's just deep. But so while we're talking about black flavor, and I was just gonna say this Keisha, and when we was talking about, we're too hard on black businesses. We don't
Mhm.
understand the history behind why black businesses aren't as far as they are. So
Mhm.
we need to take it easy on black businesses. And
Yeah.
so when I found out about Keisha Campbell, she did this. I love it. And
That is beautiful. I
yeah,
love it.
it
I
is.
gotta
I
get some
really
of this.
love it a lot. I love it so much I don't use it. But anyway, that's
Don't touch my glasses. Look, don't touch
crazy.
my glasses.
So anyway, Keisha Campbell, her you can find her on Facebook, and I don't know how long her business is started, but anyway, she's doing a black flavor mask for me, and I'll be getting
Wonderful.
those in pretty soon. But I'm like, we ran into a little problem, but what I loved about it most was that, okay, we talked about the problem and we resolved it, and then
Yes.
that was the end of that. And I said, I'm just gonna move on with Keisha Campbell, and that's the end of
Yes.
that. And
And you
so
all connected
right,
and
right. But I
working
love,
together, which I love it. I love it so, so much. You all
yes,
network with each other.
yes,
You can help her, she can help you. And oh my God, I love it so, so much. Yes, yes,
yes.
yes. I love it. Yes, indeedy. So yes. So with the black flavors, I have seen you. Would you like to let everyone know how to get a list? Keisha. I mean, let me say, Keisha says she can't wait to do your mass. She
Oh
says she can't wait.
yeah.
So yes, would you like to let everyone know your Facebook page that they can check out the Black Flavors restaurants and the list and stuff like that? What's how do we get in contact?
Well, see, I don't have like te- um, a Facebook page, so to speak, but
Mhm.
you can. inbox me or go to my Facebook page and request that I add you in as a friend or whatever, or you can inbox me and say, hey, this is my email. I want a list of what you got so far,
Okay.
and I can get it to them that way. Um,
Okay.
I was just trying to make the list long, but people have been asking me about the list and they want the list,
Mhm.
so um yeah, they can request me on Facebook as a friend about the list, or they can inbox me, Rosemary Valentine, and I can get the list to you. You can send me your email and I can send you the list, and later
Okay.
I'll be working on setting it up so they won't have to go through so many steps. They can just go straight to my page, click a
Okay.
link, and see the list, and that'll be that.
Cool.
Hmm.
So, do you are these just restaurants in Columbus, Ohio, or
These are restaurants. I decided that I'm just going to focus with Franklin County because I live
okay?
in Columbus, Ohio. So I was just going to focus on Franklin County, and I've expanded from just black businesses, black restaurants, to black
Hmm.
bakeries,
Yes.
black
Yes.
businesses. Because people were inboxing me and say, "Hey, this is a black-owned business," and I was like, "Well, maybe I shouldn't focus just on restaurants. It's just black businesses, but I'm focusing mainly on Franklin County, and then hopefully
Okay.
it would expand to other counties and maybe
It
out of the
will.
state,
It will. It will.
because I wanted to make
Definitely
it
out.
convenient, and
Hmm.
it'll be in categories. So let's say you want something sweet, you can go sweet to the you can go sweet to the straight to the bakery section and
Okay.
say, okay, this is my zip code and this is where black owned business is, and then I can go directly over there. And if you want to travel across town, that's cool too. However you want to do it, but all the information to be there so that you can do that.
Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, you all go on into Miss Rosemary's inbox on her Facebook page, become her friend, get those restaurants, get that list, say hello, inbox her for the CD. So, Miss Rosemary, we are about to end the show. I thank you so much for coming on the show. I enjoyed our moment. And is there anything that you would like to say closing?
Yeah,
Mm.
whatever your dreams, goals, and desires are, just never give up. Just never give up. Just because you have an obstacle, you'll
Mhm.
look back on that obstacle later and say, wow, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. I probably wouldn't be where I am. So
Yeah.
just look at the obstacle as just an obstacle, climb over it, swing over it, take a ride around it, whatever you got to do, just get to
Yes.
the other side.
But keep pushing, huh?
Right, keep pushing. That's the
That's for
bottom line.
real.
Keep pushing.
With tears in your eyes, keep pushing.
Right, right,
Yeah. Because you're
right,
gonna get there. No matter what, you're gonna get there. It's not
right.
easy, but you're
No,
gonna get there.
no. You cry
Amen.
yourself and you get mad and you whatever, and then you just dust yourself up and you adjust your crown and you do it all over again. That's all
Yeah,
that's
that's
how you
right.
do it.
Go take a spiritual bath.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Yes, yes. So, all right, you all have a great night. We are going to end the show now. And thank you once again, Miss Rosemary. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. Where's my CD? You all get in Miss Rosemary's inbox and get your CD. All right. Good night.
Good night.